The relationship between the police and the citizens, in your own words, is good until politicians or political actors create chaos in between. It must be remembered that police officers are not necessarily, do not generate the problems we have. You know, land cases, people fight over land cases, it becomes insecurity. People fight over power. Yeah? And then in the process, police come into the equation, and then everybody forgets about the competition for political power. It now becomes how the police officers were brutal in the execution of their duties. So I think that the real problem is to ask political leaders to sort their political problems using the constitution and peaceful means so that they do not have to overload, to create problems for the police officers. If you have a situation like we had on 25th and on 7/7, where, you know, police stations were banned, courts were banned, supermarkets, business looted, what do you expect the police officers to do? They have to respond. They have also to arrest those who did it and charge it. The police officers don't go around asking, can we get political support of X and Y to come? We are led by the evidence to the suspect. And if the evidence leads to a particular person who had paid people to ferry people to come and ban a court of law, where the Chief Justice is on record herself saying this is an act of terror, those people will be arrested and charged, you know, for what they committed. But
we've seen police firing tear gas to opposition convoys. Can the police stay away from partisan politics?
If and I've said this before, if those convoys were peaceful and they were not disrupting public peace, they were not attacking each other, this group and the other, there would be no need for police. There have been many political rallies peaceful, even this weekend. Did you see the police
but when there's violence, you're supposed to arrest them.
Why?
Right? And
because
we've not
it was
seen
peaceful.
Evidence of that, Wazir.
Because
sometimes the convoys are just on the road and we see they've been blocked and then there's tear gas being fired.
Because if you see police officers blocking even yourself, they block you at some point, they must have been trailing you knowing where you are headed to. Particularly if you are planning to commit an offense. You don't wait until you burn the shop for you to be blocked from going to that direction. If you are carrying people, for example, you are carrying people, you have people in your car carrying crude weapons, should we just allow you to go?
So we saw this
and say that you have not committed any offense?
We saw this in Nakuru and they were merely just attending a church function. How did you know they were going to commit crime? I
don't remember particular incidences where a church function was being whatever, but I speak as a person who has also been on the other side, you know, who police have thrown tear gas to. And in those instances, I think the police were justified because even though I complained then, when you sit back and look at what happened at that particular incident, there were two groups that were fighting. Even though I was in the side that I considered myself peaceful, we found ourselves in the situation. The police do only those things in extreme situations. It's not a daily thing. That's why. Did you see any tear gas this weekend? But the same leaders were having their rallies peacefully. Nobody bothered. Because it is only when police officers know that a crime is about to be committed when they are going to do those issues. And finally,